Ahead of the Aztec football season, want to welcome in a very special guest indeed, Kyahva Tezino. I call him the monster of the Mesa, jumping on the line with the loose cannons right now. He had a heck of a season last year. He's back for the Aztecs this year. He's going to lead this Rocky Long defense. First of all, Kyahva, how are you? Second of all, are you ready to go? I mean, we're only 40 days away from Weber State.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm good. I just can't wait till the season to start, man. I'm so hyped up and pumped about it. My last season, I'm just ready to go out there and win a conference championship.
Well, Kyahva, I tell you what, last year obviously was a disappointment for you guys, and your coach, Rocky Long, who's one of our favorite people on the planet, he made it clear at the end of last season, we need to take a look at every single aspect of this football operation. We want to get back on top of the Mountain West. So the question is, how is this off-season, so to speak, been for you guys? Have you seen a little bit of a difference as we now begin the countdown to the start of the season?
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of difference, because we, like you said, we've been disappointed in the season we had, so we're using that as motivation to come back this season to just achieve the goals that we weren't able to last season. And we just want to do more. The guys who were playing, some of the guys were injured, and some of the guys were first year just now getting experience and stuff. And now I feel like everyone now has the experience and everyone is interested, and that's the perfect thing about it. Because when you have guys that are interested, they're ready to go, they're focused, and they're ready to win. So that's the most important thing we got right now.
I've gotten to watch the development of your career now from the color analyst standpoint, watch every single game, watch you on film, and you've really embraced the role, the leadership role you have on this defense now. Ahead of the season, you've been selected as a preseason All-Mountain West team. I mean, is the added pressure individually, accolades starting to pile up and more notice heading into this next year, does that lend any pressure or nervousness, just getting ready for training camp, getting ready to go out there and do it for one last time?
Yeah, it brings a lot of pressure with it, but, I just try to keep a level head. I try not to let that, distract me or get me out of my kind of character, get me out of my humbleness that I have and everything. I just always try to put that chip on my shoulder like I'm still the underdog, and just always go out there and play like I have something to prove. Because, I really do. I didn't win Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year, So that being said, I have to go out there and prove that. And that I am that kind of guy. So I just got to keep playing with that chip on my shoulder and just go out there and show the Mountain West what I can do.
Kyahva Tezino is joining us, of course, all-conference last year as a junior, the redshirt senior. I can't believe a fifth year already for you. I'm sure that time is flying by. But of all the numbers you put up last year, the number that blows me away is you played every defensive snap. Every single play. Is that a pride thing? I know there's times out there where you need like a break, like you need to take off a play. Why is that Iron Man tendency that you have shown so important to you?
It's important because, my team needs me to be out there every single play. They trust me to be able to go out there and start the game for them. So why not finish the game throughout, through the whole game? So there's no point in me being tired. There's no such thing as tired at this point in time, during the season. I have to be at my best, and and I'm ready for it. And this my last season right here. It's really going to show like what I've been working and how hard I've been working and how hard our team's been working. So I just can't wait for it to begin.
When I was still playing this time of year, I always thought about the things I wanted to improve upon going into the next season of football. What are some of those things for you personally?
As you guys can tell, I blitz a lot, and I'm semi-decent at it. And the thing I do want to improve more in with my game is pass dropping. Just getting out and showing that I can drop in zone coverage. I can get in man and cover people. Just getting better at that, and then obviously getting some interceptions to create more turnovers for our offense to be able to go and score. And that's a big thing for us. Field position turnovers.
Kyahva, going back to your high school days where you played both ways and you were a very productive running back, when you've seen all the great running backs that have been teammates of yours at San Diego State, have you ever thought, gee, I wonder how I would have done as a running back at San Diego State? Has that ever crossed your mind?
It crossed my mind one time, I was thinking about it, but then, I I just thought, let me just try to focus on linebacker, what they want me to do. So I just put all my energy and focus into that, and I guess I'm becoming a good linebacker. So just got to keep it going.
And by the way, we're talking about your Ironman. I mean, even in high school, you played both ways. I mean, do you ever get tired? I mean, you are an Ironman. Is it just the adrenaline of the game that keeps you going?
Yeah, the adrenaline of the game keeps me going, because I just love competing. I mean, once I see a guy, trying to score a touchdown, my competitiveness in me just tells me no, don't get tired. It's not time for that. You can breathe and stuff. You can get water when you get to the sideline, when you make the play. So that's just the way I think, all the hard work I put in, I think about that too. And then I just put all that together and, it fuels me. So.
Season tickets are currently on sale for the start of this SDSU season. The starting price there is $201. They include an SDSU tote bag, and they're available at goaztecs.com. We're talking about running backs. You played with some of the best in NCAA history, frankly. Donnell Pumphrey, Rashad Penny, now Juwan Washington, poised to have a huge season this upcoming season. Who was the hardest to tackle?
Hey, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna pick which one is hard because those guys are all hard to tackle. But I can say each one of them has their own little thing. Each one of those guys are special. And if I had to pick, I would say it would have to be Rashad because he's big and he wants to run you over. But you cannot never just doubt Donnell and Juwan because those guys are slippery too. They'll make you miss, and then sometimes they embarrass you too. So yeah.
Well, hopefully Juwan's going to stay healthy this year. If he does, he's going to push 2,000 yards. No question about that. Final thing from me, Kyahva, your fifth-year senior. Does it seem impossible that it got here so quickly, or does it seem like you've been there for 5 full years coming up at San Diego State?
No, honestly, it feels like yesterday I was just coming in, as a freshman, working out. It's just like really like a blink of an eye, when everyone says take advantage of your college experience, it's really true because like I literally feel like I just got here and now it's coming to an end. So yeah.
By the way, mobile passage, which include mobile tickets for the full home season and locations, they're only $150 and available at goaztecs.com as well. Single game tickets for all 6 home games, by the way, went on sale yesterday. Kyahva, last one from me. I think about Rocky Long, and he's an old school guy. He's a tough-minded coach, but he is willing to change, and there have been big changes on the offensive side of the ball. I trust your eyes more than my own even. How different does it look? And, what challenges does this new spread offense pose defenses?
It's going to be a great challenge. It gave us problems in the spring because, we're so used to our offense coming out and knowing exactly what they're going to do. And it's our job to stop them. But now, you have to respect the pass with our offense because we're going to a pistol look. So I feel like it's going to give a lot of teams problems because they're always expecting us to just come out and, bull them right off the ball. But this time they got to respect the pass. And the mindset is still the same for the offense, run the ball. But you just got to respect it. And so it's to open up the box more and Juwan's go do his thing. So we're going to have a great season.
Hey, Kyahva, thank you so much. I know it's busy times and preseason here. Man, it's already we're 39 days away from the start of the season. Get out there, get rest, get work, get whatever you need to do ahead of this season. We're excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much.
All right, there he is, Kyahva Tezino. The thing about it is...
My favorite player, by the way. My favorite player defensively to watch in college football
I think it was 888 defensive snaps. He did not miss a single snap. Now, remember, some games are sort of over at the end, or you might... He never took off a single defensive down the entire season.